Welcome to part 2 of Extreme Rules PPV, and kicking off at part 2 we have Sheamus taking on the Intercontinental Champion Isiah Swerve Scott for that belt. Obviously Isiah Swerve Scott at Backlash PPV defeated Sheamus for that title, and Sheamus has only held that belt for Money in the Bank. Obviously he won it then, and his first defense he lost in a match that he felt he was confident in. You gotta say, Sheamus showed some arrogance in that match. He didn't show Isiah Scott the respect needed. But let's get Scott out there and get this match underway for the Intercontinental Championship. And here comes Isiah Swerve Scott, a man who has really risen up the rankings here in WWE, a man who came through, earned his opportunity, and took the shot needed and scored. And now he walks out with the Intercontinental Championship, and he has said that he's going to make this title one of the most talked about things in WWE. Let's see if he can do that tonight up against Sheamus. Obviously Sheamus will have the size and power advantage over Isiah Swerve Scott, but as you can see here, Scott will have the agility and speed advantage, and Sheamus not liking that too much. Sheamus is not gonna allow Scott to get into his head in this one. It's just gonna dominate Scott, as you can see. And now Scott with a huge forearm, but Sheamus does not go down, and Scott told Sheamus to bring it, and Sheamus does with a huge neck breaker. That shot from Scott would usually take down his opponents, but Amanda says that Sheamus is going to take much more than that. Sheamus now looks for a powerbomb, but Scott slips behind into the pinfall. Only a 1 count there. Now Scott looking for a stop, but Sheamus rolled out the way of it. Sheamus now looking for a gutbuster. Now in this match, it's just a number 1-on-1 match. No weapons allowed in this one, which means champion's advantage is in Isiah Swerve Scott's playground. Scott does that as his advantage in this one, as Sheamus loses the cool, you got to say, loses focus, just gets too angry and decides to unleash some punishment with a weapon. Scott will retain, so Sheamus has to keep his cool in this one. We're already seeing early on here Scott trying to get into the head of Sheamus, but Sheamus able to control the early storm here from Scott, is showcasing his power here as the match actually spills into the outside here. Scott now is driven shoulder first into the barricade. Now Sheamus, when he was Intercontinental Champion, he said he was going to hold this title for ages, that no one was going to be able to beat him for it, and then Isiah Swerve Scott came in and beat him in his first defense, and Sheamus said that was a shock to the core, which obviously it would be. And a bro kick there from Scott. I'm not sure if that's going to be able to put away Sheamus. 1, 2. Sheamus kicks out 2. Scott trying to put away Sheamus with his own manoeuvre there. And Sheamus just again showcasing the power, now back into a ground and pound. And busted open Isiah Swerve Scott here. There may not be any weapons, but it's going to be a physical match. Whenever Sheamus is in the ring, you're going to get some physical action. A body's turning into a knee drop there. Combination that will hurt. Now Sheamus, what's Sheamus thinking now? Sheamus must be thinking Alabama Slam, but Scott again slips out into a sunset flip roll up here. Obviously not with a sunset flip setup, but a variation of it now. Now Scott with a drop kick after the foot stomp. Scott again with a looking for the stomps, but Sheamus with a net breaker again. Gotta say, Sheamus is looking good here tonight. And now Sheamus looking for a raid crash, also known as white noise. It's now Sheamus. Is he thinking bro kick? Sheamus is, it could be over, but Scott ducks underneath. Scott now with a huge knee. Scott obviously knows all about what Sheamus can do, and now Scott with a figure 4 variation locked in here, trying to take out the legs of Sheamus, which is smart. Take out the base, take out the power. And Sheamus also will not be able to utilise the broken. Scott again going after the right leg here. Clearly Scott has realised that's a huge danger point after just about getting out of dodge. And now just a huge kick. As Scott calling Sheamus to a seat. Scott now what has he got planned? Looking for an enziguri, but Sheamus out of the way. Scott. Another reversal now. Scott now looking for some springboard offense. DDT. Reverse DDT, sorry. And now Isiah Swerve Scott now looking to go to the top. Scott looking for a double foot stop again. But again, Sheamus has clearly done his homework on Scott here. Scott now. Sheamus just with a wall plate strike to the lower back. Now Sheamus with a Russian leg sweep. Just keeping it basic here is Sheamus. And they do the damage. Now Sheamus looking for a sit-out chokeslam powerbomb. And Isiah Swerve Scott out at 2.5. Sheamus now looking for DDT, but Scott out of it. And Scott with a well placed kick right to the shoulder. Might have caught the side of the face as well there. And now Scott comes running in. A flatliner. So now looking to follow that up by going to the top rope. What is Isiah Swerve Scott looking for here? Isiah Swerve Scott with a 450 splash into the pin. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2. No, it is not. Sheamus just about getting the shoulders up there. I'm just about getting the shoulders slightly up there. Now Scott looking to continue working on Sheamus, but Sheamus just took that shot again from Scott. Now Sheamus with some vicious strikes in the corner. That is talking trash. Sheamus now. What's Sheamus thinking? Into the corner again. Runs in with a huge knee. That could have knocked out Scott. Scott's still standing here. And oh shit, I know what Sheamus is going for here. 10 beats of the Bodhrán. Right to the chest. Let's look at these vicious strikes. Also catching that necklace, that chain that Scott is wearing as Sheamus. Classic Sheamus there. Sheamus thinking about ending this one maybe here. Sheamus now on the outside. Sheamus thinking high cross. Sheamus going to get a high cross on the outside. Drives Scott. I think he caught the concrete. I think his head might have landed on the concrete there. This match could be over. Scott holding back up his head there. Now Sheamus again calling Scott to his feet. Sheamus off the ropes. Bro kick. Into the pin. 1, 2. Scott somehow, somewhere gets the shoulder up. A crowd liking what they're seeing here between these two. We've seen some great matches already here tonight. Extreme Rules. Sheamus now. Cut with a bro kick. Scott now. Runs in looking for a roll up here. Is that going to be enough? 2. No, it is not. Sheamus gets the shoulder up and now catches a kick. It's got a little bit of a desperation move, you've got to say there. Maybe that damage is taking its toll. Now Sheamus, jawbreaker by Scott. Scott now, snap there. Into a kick. Is that enough to push Sheamus away? 1, 2, 3. And Scott retains. It was a hard-fought match. Very brutal and a physical match between these two. But with Sheamus in the ring, you know it's going to be that. Sheamus with the high cross on the outside at one point, and Scott's head catching the concrete on the outside. Scott will have to get a medical check. He could have suffered a concussion there. But clearly Scott was able to continue, and as you can see here, it's not going to be able to show it on camera from this angle. But Scott hit his head. And then a bro kick. Somebody got the shoulder up, and then a roll up here. Got a 2 count. 1, 2. But then Scott hit that kick to the side of the face, knocking Sheamus out, and Scott retains the Intercontinental title. What a way to kick off part 2 of Extreme Rules. Let's get into our next match, which is the Alpha Academy taking on the Usos. Here we go with our second match. Is Alpha Academy make their way out here to face the Usos for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships, and Gable out here first. Let's get Otis out there to join him. And here comes the tree trunk, Otis, the powerhouse of Alpha Academy and Chad Gable's #1 guy. This is what the Usos have in store for them. Otis and Chad Gable, the Alpha Academy, earned this opportunity recently over on Smackdown. Let's get the Usos out and get this match underway. And here come the Usos, the Smackdown Tag Team Champions. As you can see, we the ones in their shirts, because they are the ones. Later tonight, though, Tribal Chief Roman Reigns will defend the Universal Title and Extreme Rules match against Edge in our main event of Part 2. Let's get on with the tag team match and see if the Usos can retain up against the Alpha Academy. In the ring, both men are staring towards the crowd there. Clearly the crowd hyped for this one, as the Usos and Alpha Academy fight over the tag team championships there. Chad Gable, obviously former Olympic gold medalist, is flying in there. I don't think, was he a gold medalist? I'm not too sure. Can't quite remember what he was, but as you can see, there's a wrestling that Chad Gable is able of. Interestingly enough, one of the Usos is down there on the ground, possibly not too happy at the showing we're seeing here early on, as a brilliant suplex there from Chad Gable. Jimmy Uso in the ring, as you can see, Uso now getting back up on the apron just in time for Jimmy to tag him back in, or tag him in for the first time as a double super kick there. Did it perfectly, and now Jey Uso is in the ring. Jey now looking for a headbutt, and look, he's not stopped there. Another headbutt, and a third headbutt to Chad Gable into the pin. Chad Gable got it out cold. 1, 2, and Chad somehow gets a shoulder with the 3 headbutts in a row. Chad Gable needs to get Otis in this match. Chad now ducks the punch, and now Chad Gable looks for a knee, but he pulls it short. Chad might be dazed there, as now Jey gets the slap. It's disrespect though, it's disrespect shown there by the Usos, or Jey Uso in particular. Now tags back in Jimmy Uso, and now Tequila Sunrise locks it in. Now Jimmy from the top with an Uso splash to the leg of Chad Gable. Now into the pin. Is that going to be it? 1, 2, but Chad Gable again gets a shoulder up. Endurance of Chad Gable here on show. So now Jimmy caught a brilliant kick from Chad Gable there. Now throws Jimmy into the corner, now tags in Otis. Now Chad off the ropes. Otis, atomic drop, big boot. Now the tree trunk Otis. So now matches Jey. Might have been thinking about tagging out there, but Otis not allowing it, so allowing it to do so. And just a huge strike, followed up by another one, and a huge elbow drop from Otis. Otis now military press, looking to just drop Jimmy on his face. Now Otis again with that huge right hand. Now Otis looking for a shot there to the midsection, doing the damage, and a shoulder tackle there from Jimmy takes down Otis. And now there's that slap to Otis this time. And now more headbutts, this time to Otis. Gotta say, the Usos have looked good in this one. Dominated Chad Gable, and now they're dominating Otis there. But Otis fights out the corner. Otis with a huge clothesline. Otis now picking up Jimmy Uso, and now looking to just slam him straight into the mat with a world strongest slam. Now launches Jimmy into the corner. Now Otis now looking to go big. Otis with a Vader bomb. Is that it? 1, 2. Somehow Jimmy Uso gets the shoulders up. Don't think Otis can quite believe that the match is not over there, but Jimmy, super kick misses. Punch blocked, and now super kick connects for the second time. Second time's a charm here. And now a splash. He's diving over the top onto Chad Gable, and now a super kick. And another super kick to Chad Gable. Now runs in. Otis there behind the referee. Jimmy Uso accidentally catching the referee. And now Otis into the corner. Looking to tag back in. Jimmy Uso has now double super kick. Sorry, Jey Uso. And now Jey to the top after the super kick. With an Uso splash. Now Jimmy Uso getting in to stop Chad Gable. Chad Gable didn't make an attempt to do so. Realised Jimmy was coming in and realised he couldn't do so. And the Usos retain here. Gotta say, they've looked impressive here tonight, the Usos. As you can see here, getting a better Chad Gable here with Tequila Sunrise locked in there, and just splashed to the other leg. And then when Otis got in the ring, they isolated him. Otis had a bit more fighting than Chad Gable was able to do. As you can see, World's Strongest Slam in here. Drops him. And a Vader bomb on Jimmy. This could have been it. Almost a 3 count here. So Chad Gable watching on, slides into the ring to stop Jey Uso from getting in and knocks him off the apron. And then a super kick there to Chad Gable. And the Usos retain, and a tribal chief Roman Reigns will be watching backstage, happy at this outcome. Come here to our third match of part 2 in Extreme Rules, as Shayna Baszler defends her Smackdown Women's Title up against this woman Naomi. Naomi earning this opportunity to Smackdown after some impressive performances, but I think tonight Shayna Baszler is going to be too much for her. And there comes Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler has been dominant as a Smackdown Women's Champion, whether it's defending the title or just in normal one-on-one matches. Baszler has given it her all. Let's look to dominate this women's division, and tonight she looks to continue that domination over Naomi. Let's get this match underway. Well, here we go, Naomi versus Shayna Baszler, and Baszler reaches in there, but Baszler dodges a kick that Naomi was looking for. Baszler said tonight is going to show the world that she is the most dominant champion here in WWE, including Roman Reigns. We'll see Reigns in action later tonight up against Edge in an Extreme Rules match in our main event of part 2. But right now we have Shayna Baszler versus Naomi for the Smackdown Women's Championship, as Baszler is just raining down punishment on Naomi. Baszler said that she will not be beating for this title in a very long time. And Baszler now just kicking Naomi in the face. And I believe Baszler thinks that she can hold on to this title up until WrestleMania. And you got to say that with what she's showing right now, she could well do so. As Baszler now just picks up Naomi and slams her down, and now Naomi, huge knee right into the face. And Shayna Baszler is saying, is this my contender? Shayna Baszler now, after ropes goes Naomi. Naomi dodges out the way of the kick, and Naomi looks for the revy, but Naomi caught into the coquina. Is that going to be enough? Is this going to be enough to put away Naomi here? Or is Naomi going to somehow fight out of the way of coquina? Obviously, Kirifuda clutches a hold that Naomi usually uses to win championship matches, or just win matches in general, as Naomi with the pinfall of the ref. Gotta say, the referee took a while to get into her position, as now Naomi to the top. Naomi lands on her knees, and now Shayna Baszler. Not like a hard lander for Naomi. I think she's thinking Meteora. But Shayna Baszler drops Naomi on her face. And now looking for another Coquina. Now Shayna Baszler. Let's go with a hold here. Not sure what she said towards the camera, but it looked like she was asking for a better challenge than Naomi. You've got to imagine who in the Smackdown Women's division is going to step up to this woman if she looks in the Kira Fuda. And that's weird. Naomi isn't a pushover, but Naomi forced to tap out two Coquina clutches, sorry, and a Kira Fuda clutch is enough to put away Naomi here, and Shayna Baszler holds on to a Smackdown Women's Championship. But you got to say it all went wrong when Naomi was looking for the rear view, but Shayna Baszler managed to catch her into a Coquina clutch, dropped her on her face, locked in another Coquina, and then as you can see here, locked in the Kira Fuda to end the match, just saying to the camera, I want a better challenge next time, asking someone to step up. But who will? I guess we'll find out in the coming weeks as we build towards our next pay-per-view, but Shayna Baszler retains her tonight, has got into our next match or Extreme Rules. Well, here we go with our U.S. titles match between Kyle O'Reilly and Rey Mysterio. Now, Rey can't be in the best mental state going into this match, knowing that what happened to his son Dominic happened earlier tonight, and he didn't do anything about it at the request of his own son, to be honest. But it's still in his mind, he'll know that he should have done something. He should have come out and stopped Dexter Lumis from doing what he did to Dominic. But Dominic told him not to, so he didn't. And you've got to respect at the same time. You've got to also question whether Rey should have come out. Let's get this match underway as Rey Mysterio makes his way out here. But Kyle O'Reilly looks to dethrone him as US champion. And now here comes Rey Mysterio, the US champion, has held this title since Money in the Bank. I see O'Reilly got this opportunity after defeating Buddy Murphy, a man who was looking for a second shot at this title, as he faced Rey Mysterio at Backlash pay-per-view but was unable to dethrone Rey as US champion. Here we go, Kyle O'Reilly versus Rey Mysterio for the US title, and Rey showcasing his ability all the way straight at the start of the match here with that tornado DDT and going after the legs of Kyle O'Reilly, but Rey just pulls up short there. Now O'Reilly with some combination strikes of his own and a huge kick to the midsection, and now a knee following up. Kyle O'Reilly misses a strike there, but gets an open palm slap there. Now launches Rey into the corner, runs in, and just a huge kick right to the leg. Now just a huge knee into the midsection. I think O'Reilly might have hurt himself on that one. Now O'Reilly is a face wash combination here. Now off the ropes. It's a huge boot right across the face of Rey. Now O'Reilly to the second rope. O'Reilly drops a knee across Rey. O'Reilly on a roll here. Is Rey in the right state of mind? Obviously with what we saw earlier tonight with Dexter Lumis and Dominic Mysterio, that's got to play in the mind of Rey what condition his son is in, and then another kick to the midsection and follows it up with that huge knee yet again. O'Reilly now again launches Rey into the corner. Another kick to the midsection, so another kick, but Rey drop kick to the leg. Now Rey looking for a standing moonsault, brilliantly delivered by Rey. Now double pot stomp. Now after Rhodes basement drop kick right to the face of Kyle O'Reilly. Rey now looking to follow up with a head scissor here. He's going to dizzy Kyle O'Reilly before launching him across the ring. Now Rey looking to follow up with a drop kick, but O'Reilly out of the way here. O'Reilly dazed, but O'Reilly runs in with a huge knee that could have knocked out Rey. Now O'Reilly caught there, but Rey again goes after the leg of Kyle O'Reilly. Smart here by Rey, taking out the base. O'Reilly now, Rey kick to the midsection. Rey after ropes of a huge net breaker. More of a blockbuster there. And now Rey with another one to Kyle O'Reilly from the seated position. Rey now we're thinking for, not sure what he was looking for there. Didn't get all of it anywhere. I didn't get any of it, sorry. Now Rey. Rey after Rey, so Kyle O'Reilly sidestepped. Kyle O'Reilly. Huge forearm. Rey might be out here. Kyle O'Reilly now. With a huge forearm to the face. Now O'Reilly. Thinking for the Regal Plexer move that he used to get this opportunity. Into the pin. 2. And a 2.5. I thought O'Reilly just had won U.S. title. And a huge knee glances across the face of Rey. O'Reilly now. I could just snap the leg of Rey. O'Reilly now. Oh, triangle. Triangle locked in. Is this going to be enough? Is this going to be enough to make Rey faint here? Is Rey going to pass out? Is Rey going to tap or pass? Or is he going to break out Rey? Using strength he has to lift up O'Reilly. Rey clearly fatigued and clearly is doing that move just did the damage. Rey, another kick to the midsection, winding. O'Reilly and again hits that blockbuster. But O'Reilly getting up there, not caught by Rey in the process, and now O'Reilly. Some more kicks to the midsection. And Rey now looking to go old school here, but O'Reilly catches him and O'Reilly hangs him across the top rope. O'Reilly now. Rey slips out. Rey runs him over a clothesline. Rey now to the top. O'Reilly getting up here. Rey seated sent on. Classic Mysterio, and Mysterio's rolling here. Mysterio now runs in looking for a wheelbarrow DDT. Gets all of it. Again goes into the midsection. And now double axe handle to the back of the neck. Rey regaining control of this match here now. Rey looking for a DDT, but O'Reilly out of it, and O'Reilly misses the accent of his own there, giving Rey an opportunity here. And Rey takes a shot to the back and gets back into this one with more shots of his own. Rey now, but O'Reilly just driving Rey's arm into the and there's that huge knee yet again. O'Reilly now striking away on Rey. Not sure how much Rey's got left in this one, as O'Reilly again with another combination takes down Rey. Now looks for something but Rey. The jawbreaker. And now Rey. Wheelbarrow. Facebuster. Classic Rey Mysterio. Now Rey looking for a frog splash at the back. Rey now. Again, maybe thinking wheelbarrow facebuster, but O'Reilly gets out of the way of that one, and there's that huge knee again. Rey going to the wall too many times. There, now Rey catches the forearm. Rey now thinking DDT. It gets it. Driving O'Reilly face first into the mat. And now Rey with the submission. Look at that cut. Look at that cut in the face of Kyle O'Reilly. Rey releasing the hold here. That cut is... That blood is just pouring across the face of O'Reilly. Rey, think about ending this one here. Thinking for the 619 connects. And now looking to drop the dime, but O'Reilly out of the way. O'Reilly now looking for the guillotine. Is this going to be enough? Blood pouring down the face of Kyle O'Reilly. Is this going to be enough to put away Rey? Is this going to be enough to win the US title? Rey holding on here. Kyle O'Reilly looking to make Rey tap. But Rey again powering out of a submission. And the damage has got to be done. Rey looking for a guillotine of his own here to Kyle O'Reilly. The blood pouring down the face of Kyle O'Reilly. And I imagine the damage is doing to him. He's already probably lightheaded from the blood, but Kyle O'Reilly fights out the guillotine. Now O'Reilly thinking takedown. Kyle O'Reilly now with some strikes to the face of Rey. But Rey got a block up into an armbar. Into an armbar now. Both men just trading submissions here. But Rey, I think he's going to find a way out of this one. Yes, he is. And now some strikes to the face of Kyle O'Reilly. Like drop kick in between the legs here. Kyle O'Reilly. Again, Rey goes for the legs and gets it this time. Rey now sent on. This match has been back and forth here. Who's going to win? This match is going to be Rey retaining, or will Kyle O'Reilly pick up a victory and win the US title? I imagine we're coming to the close of this match as Rey. That's for a Canadian destroyer maybe, as Kyle O'Reilly slips out. Rey kicks out though. Kyle O'Reilly now waiting for Rey to get up kick. Kyle O'Reilly with some more combination strikes, but Kyle O'Reilly, I imagine, is in a bad way here. Again, Kyle O'Reilly blocked there. Kyle O'Reilly drop kick to the back. Rey sending O'Reilly into the corner. Rey now kick to the leg. What's Rey thinking here? What is Rey Mysterio thinking? Rey looking for a face buster from the top rope. That's gotta be it. Surely that's it. Rey now looking to drop the dime. 1, 2, 3. Rey Mysterio retains the US title here at Extreme Rules in New York City, defeating Kyle O'Reilly in what was a brilliant match here in part 2. Kyle O'Reilly almost had the match won on multiple occasions. See the Regal Plex almost getting a job done. The 619 here from Rey. So already bleeding Kyle O'Reilly. Then they had a facebuster from the top rope. And then the frog splash was enough for Rey to retain here. And what a match we just saw here at Extreme Rules pay-per-view. And Rey continues his US title reign. Well, here we are, the Extreme Rules match between the rated R superstar Edge and the tribal chief Roman Reigns for the Universal title. Edge returned on Smackdown 2 weeks ago and beat Johnny Gargano in a match to earn this opportunity. Roman Reigns took on Nakamura last week in a warm-up for this match, received some damage to the midsection due to the striking game of Nakamura. So Edge has got a slight advantage on Reigns here tonight, knowing that midsection is not 100%. But will that be enough for Edge to gain the Universal title and defeat the tribal chief? Let's find out as Roman Reigns, as we get Roman Reigns out here for this match. This is our one and only Extreme Rules match of part 2, so you can imagine this match is going to be quite extreme between these two. Roman Reigns will want to make a statement, taking down Edge, looking to smash, pin and destroy. As you can see the shirt of the Bloodline wrecked proudly by Roman Reigns, knowing that Jimmy and Jey Uso won early tonight over Alpha Academy, and Reigns looking to defend that Universal title in this match. Let's get it underway as Roman Reigns makes his way to the ring. Edge versus Roman Reigns, and it's a go. And Reigns fired up here. Obviously so is Edge. When is Edge never fired up? Reigns just with a couple of strikes here to Edge, but Edge stays standing and Edge fires back with a chop and has some punches of his own. Just for a kick to the midsection. But Reigns able to get out of it, and Reigns off the ropes dodges a clothesline. Reigns rebounds himself, and whoa, a vicious clothesline that was. Edge now pushes Reigns away. Edge with just a wherewithal. Let's experience the Edge just be able to recover in time. Now deliver some boots right to the kick of Roman Reigns. Right to the chest, of Roman Reigns, as Reigns now off the ropes. Didn't get all of that punch or clothesline. Didn't get all of it. Now Edge getting some damage received to the midsection as Reigns now roars through and drops him on his back. Reigns with a huge knee, and Reigns showing a weak. Sorry, one sec, let me just comment on what's happening here with just a huge drop. But Reigns over the weekend said on Twitter that tonight he's going to prove why Edge is a washed up version of himself. That he is no longer good enough to hang with champions on Smackdown or in WWE, and why he's nowhere near the level of the Tribal Chief. As Reigns out sticks a knee into the throat of Edge. And now Reigns with that huge uppercut. Now Reigns looking for straight to the back of the neck of Edge. So we all know about Edge's history of injuries. It's now Reigns. He's got a kendo stick. Now Reigns is raining down with kendo stick strikes over the body of Edge, and just snapped that kendo stick over the body of him into a pinfall here. Reigns believes that's enough. 1, 2, but Edge gets the shoulder up. And Reigns is getting more and more annoyed in this match. Something that was seen during Reigns' title reign is he does get annoyed, but at the end it does get the job done. Against Cesaro, it worked. Cesaro got in the head. Sorry, his edge. He missed the shots here. Got in the head of Roman Reigns. Annoyed him to the point where Reigns just snapped and got the match with Edge here. With some aggression of his own. And a stomp again to Reigns. Some fighting words from Edge after Reigns said he was a washed up version of himself, and he's going to find out here that he's not. With the execution into the pinfall for the title. As Reigns gets out of 2. So Edge wants some implements himself here. What is Edge looking for? The crowd chanting "We want tables," and Edge is going to oblige. Edge getting back in the ring here. This reads Reigns exactly what Reigns wanted to do, and stopped him. And now Edge is unleashing some headbutts to the head of Roman Reigns. 5 in a row. Let's see, the version of Edge we've got here tonight is a psyched up version of himself. With another super kick and now an elbow right to the face as Reigns is getting dropped on top of the backside, the underside of that table, sorry. Now Reigns driven into the knee. Edge now with the table, setting the table up in the corner. Reigns now. Reigns with a knee to the midsection, stopping Edge from doing whatever he's doing, and runs in with a huge boot, taking down Edge. Edge now into the other corner here, and Reigns going into the midsection. Edge stopping Reigns and driving a boot, and this time sweeps the leg and drops an elbow drop. Now Edge with another knee smash to Roman Reigns. So this match has been fairly even so far, but Reigns, when he's not in control, he gets annoyed. Now Edge runs in with a spear through the table. Spear through the table, is that going to be it? 1, 2, Reigns out at 2.5. Edge now. Edge backing it up. I think Edge just saying, is that what you think I've got? Edge now looking for a spear. Reigns, reversal. Reigns now off the ropes. Superman punch. Now Reigns lining up Edge. Reigns spear, but Edge reverses. Both men looking for spears, both men getting reversed as Edge now looking for a boot, but Reigns gets a block up. Now Reigns flies in with an attack straight to the back of the neck. Now Reigns drops Edge again. Reigns now over the ropes and just a shoulder tackle, a variation of a spear there to the outside. Reigns now looking to use the announce tables here. Reigns clearing both tables here. Some big plans Reigns has got in for Edge as Reigns, brilliant manoeuvre there. And now Reigns launching Edge into the side of the ring, but Edge stops himself, but Reigns back on the attack here, drives Edge into the announce table, and now off the ring post, and he's busted open Edge here. Got stomped there, and now going in with a ground and pound to the bust open, rated as superstar. That's a bad cut on Edge there. Can't quite see it from where we are right now. But Reigns now looking for a back super, but Edge turns it around. And Edge now gives a ground and pound of his own here. No, Edge with a drop kick. But Reigns getting back up again here as Edge looks for another table. I don't think he's read us up. Reigns is up behind him as Reigns just drives an elbow to the back of the back. Sorry. Now drops the Edge face first over the apron. Reigns now looking to put Edge on the announce table here. Now Reigns, what's Reigns looking for here? Reigns going to put Edge for the announce table. What's he going to do? Reigns with a rock bottom through the announce table. Now there's some kicks to the face of Edge. Now Reigns setting up this table here. What has Reigns got planned for that table? Reigns now. Edge is not in a good way here. Edge just got rock bottom for the table. Curious to see that Roman does not look for another announce table. Clearly got something planned with that table. That's in the ring. So Reigns now gets blocked. It's Edge now looking to fight back. Edge drives Reigns into the mat. It's the wheelhouse turning in the ultimate opportunist here. Just thinking about something big here. Edge launches Reigns and Reigns collapses the table. Looking at Reigns does not go through the table. So now Reigns over the top goes Edge. And Edge now moving the table into a different position here. Reigns getting back into the ring. Well, climbing the top turnbuckle actually. Reigns into the ring now. An orthodox way to get back in the ring where it gets a better edge there. To delivers that clothesline. Reigns now again looks for that uppercut, but Edge able to reverse it again. And Edge now just firing strike after strike onto Reigns. But Reigns not going down, and Reigns shot to the back after the midsection. And Reigns goes down this time. Edge now again with something different planned, I imagine. Edge again launching Reigns into the table, trying to put Reigns to the table there, I imagine. And again a barrel roll tope over the top. And again with some headbutts. Edge now picking up the table, throws it into the ring. Now Edge launches Reigns into the barricade. Now Edge, what's Edge thinking? Edge for some payback. Drives Reigns into the steel post, but doesn't bust open Reigns. And now drives Reigns into the announce table. Is Edge thinking about putting Reigns to the announce table here? Reigns again, and now Edge. Edge getting on top of the table. Was Edge thinking about doing an Edge kick to the midsection? And execution through the table. That could be it. Edge needs to get Reigns into the ring. That could be it for this match. Edge into the ring now. Edge looking for the spear. If he connects with this, it could be over. If he connects, it could be all over. Edge spear. And Reigns landed hard on that table. Edge now into the pin. 1, 2. Reigns gets the shoulder up. I think Edge thought he had the match won there. Reigns just about enough to stay in this one. What's Edge got planned now? Edge thinking about putting Reigns to this table this time. And now Reigns. Edge looking for powerbomb through the table. Again going to the midsection through the back this time. Edge with a steel chair. You know what Edge can do with a steel chair as he misses that strike though. And gets that one though. It was a vicious strike right across the back of the head. Now Reigns down. On Reigns with the chair shots. Edge now. Edge with the steel steps. Edge has got something planned here with those. I've seen Reigns use those in matches. So maybe not the wise decision from Edge to bring in. Something that Reigns utilises when he can do. Now Reigns kicked to the midsection. The Corvette lock. The Corvette lock. Locked in. Is that going to be it for Edge? Is Edge going to fade? Is Edge going to fade and Reigns lets go of the hold? Referee inadvertently moving the steps out of the way of the tribal chief there. Reigns won't be too happy about that, and Reigns just waiting for Edge to get up here. But Edge is not moving. Now Edge is getting up. Reigns is driving his steps into the face of Edge. And Reigns just telling the crowd to acknowledge him. Reigns now looking again for the roll through. See that powerbomb. Reigns now, what's he thinking? But Edge kicks to the midsection. Edge tries him with a forearm. And Edge now, elbow drop. Edge is fired up again here. Edge with a second wind. Edge now has to just hoist Reigns up and drops him across the top rope. Edge now. Edge looking for suicide spear, but Reigns got out of the way and Edge landed hard. Edge just landed hard on the outside here. And Reigns on the attack now. Reigns again to the back of the neck. Reigns again picking up the steel steps. Slamming him into the face of Edge again. This match has been brutal. Reigns now with control of this one. After Edge landed awkwardly on the outside after this attempted suicide spear that we saw him using against Johnny Gargano, but Edge clearly unable to connect to it on Reigns. Edge might have done his homework here on Edge and tries him into the ring. Reigns now looking for an implement here. Reigns looking for another table. Interesting decision here to look for another table, but Edge back up here. Edge runs straight into the tribal chief. As Reigns again utilises this roll through powerbomb. Reigns now setting up, looking to get another table, it seems like. And Edge is back up in the ring here. Edge telling Reigns to bring it. Reigns is looking to do so. Reigns back in the ring. Reigns runs straight into a huge boot. Roman could be out cold after that boot. Edge now, what's he thinking? Again from Reigns, breaking the table on the landing. And again over the top with a barrel roll tope. That's the third time we've seen Edge do that in this match. Edge now setting up the table. What is Edge thinking? Roman slams Edge face first into the table. But again, Edge able to reverse, and now Edge places Reigns on the table. Edge, what is going through the mind of the ultimate opportunist here? Edge on the top rope. Edge will splash through the table. Edge should not have to do that. And Edge now back in the ring. They can set up the other table here. Roman is out on the outside. this match could be over. As Edge now thinking execution on that piece of table. Edge now into the ring goes Reigns. Roman now. Roman is not looking a good way right now. Roman plays on top of the table. Is Edge thinking about going it for a second time? Edge, you do not have to do this. Edge looking for a splash through the table, but Roman. The table collapses, Roman fell out, and Edge just landed straight on the table. And Edge headbutted by Reigns. That can't have been a comfortable landing from Edge there. As Reigns now just smashes some right hands into the into the cut there. And now Edge, Roman here, having to get out the ring to get back in the ring here due to where he's placed that table. Edge, but clearly getting in the eyes now. Roman, but Edge gets off the table, and Edge thinking about something big here. You've seen Edge utilise the flaming table before. I think Reigns realised what Edge had planned, and this is not looking for good for the Rated R superstar. Reigns powerbomb through the flaming table. Reigns now. Spirit. That's gotta be it. 1, 2. Somehow Edge gets the shoulder up. And as I mentioned, Reigns just looks pissed. Reigns looks angry beyond relief. There's another steel chair. It's an Edge that's won in this match, and now Reigns looking to do the same. Now Roman setting the chair up in the corner. Roman now, what's Roman thinking? I'm just driving Edge face first. And now Reigns signaling the end here. Roman. Superman punch. Just not ending there though, with a ground and pound to Edge. As I mentioned, Reigns is pissed. Reigns is annoyed that Roman is not putting, is not put away this match. Has another spear to Edge into the pin. That's it. 1, 2. Edge again gets the shoulder up. Crouch up and you're not worthy here, and Reigns not too happy about that. Reigns now turns his attention back to Edge. More punches right down on the cut across the face of Edge. Edge getting back up. Edge is not staying down here. Reigns must be thinking, what more do I have to do to put away Edge? Is that enough to keep him down? No, it is not. And Reigns is absolutely furious there. It's Edge now. Edge might be getting up, but Edge is not in this match. Edge's head. Edge again getting up. I don't think Reigns has realised. Edge is up. Roman slides back in the room with a chair. Roman, Edge spear. Is that it for the Universal title? 1, 2. Roman somehow gets the shoulder up. What in the world are we seeing here? Edge looking to just use the WWE Universe there to fire himself back up here. Let's get back into this one. Let's get back in control as Edge picks up the chair. Edge with a chair shot to the back of the neck of Reigns. Now, that's the second one. Pulls up a bit short there with a chair strike, but Edge gets a strike in there before Roman could deliver a Samoan drop. Now Reigns a punch in the midsection. Now Reigns is launching Edge across the ring. Roman now's got this match has got to be coming to its close. These two can't have much left here. especially Edge, after what he's been through. This has been an absolute all-out war, is Roman looking for. Superplex, and Roman caught the steel chair. Don't think Roman realised what the chair was. Now Roman, chair shot to the back of the head. And again. And again for a third time. And Reigns now looking to end it. The guillotine. It's over. Edge has fought valiantly here, but Reigns, the tribal chief, retains the Universal title as Edge taps out. There's no shame in that from Edge. He pushed Roman to his limit here. He almost won it on multiple occasions. Spear through the table. The spear when Reigns got back into the ring. Imagine if Reigns got hit with that suicide spear, it could have been different. But Edge took a hard landing to the outside. That clearly did the damage throughout this match. It's going to Corvette lock there. Reigns released it there as he changed his mind with what he wanted to go to, and Reigns retains. Here are Action Rules. What a way to end part 2, and what a way to end the pay-per-view. We'll see you on Monday Night Raw.